After Rin Satori is Roy Shi. Like, literally, she was right after her, but we gotta search from the... There we go. Roy Shi has formed a friendship with Li Dian and a friendship with Yu Jin, both of whom are officers of Cao Cao, which is the force she started with. That's why her apply score is only 5. Not a score, it's a number, never mind. She's currently the governor of Zhetong, which means that she is right on the front lines with Ma Teng, but that is not the unit which Ma Teng's forces are attacking, so she is on the march to attack Ma Teng before she can be attacked. Got 30,000 deeds. She's rank 2. Yeah, I mean, she fairly late on got a city of her own to run, which actually needed to be improved, so that probably gave her the ability to get some deeds. Her duty record is positive. I really don't understand how duty works in this game, to tell you the truth, because she did switch forces. That's the only thing I can come up with giving people these negative duty records, but I don't understand how it works. She's got a lot of bravery stuff, which makes sense because she's primarily a military officer, and she'll be getting some more because she is marching out to attack Ma Teng, and she will be one of those officers who will definitely be seeing some combat, while other officers, the battle may not last long enough. Next up is Shaman C. I think it was the creepy old man picture. There was Storm Andrew, but we already saw Storm Andrew. Oh no, Shaman C is not the creepy old man picture. Although he does have a friendship with Zhang Ba and a friendship with Gigi Mystery. So he's been with us for the whole game. He is rank 1. He is the military minister, but I think at the local level. So, yeah, how you got to rank 1 and they didn't put you in charge of your own city, I don't know. That's kind of surprising a little bit. Got a lot of bravery, accolades built up. Unusual mix of a really high leadership and governance score. Leadership has no civil application in this game. It really seems to apply only to leading troops in battle. I don't remember if it's war or leadership, which deals with training troops. I guess training troops is leadership and patrolling is war. But yeah, high-ranking dude for sure. And he is currently, though, because he's in one of Lu Bu's cities, and they're not all marching. He's hanging around doing civil stuff. I'm going to check and see how long this video has been going. My whole plan was to record this in one shot and split it later. But we're looking at 3 videos here. I was hoping I could maybe get it done in 2. Alright, well, I got to keep going. Sun Da is next. This is the last of these I'm doing, obviously. After this, we're winning it. And unless I do a whole nother playthrough from scratch. So Sun Da, we've seen his portrait quite a bit, which suggests to me that he's... Oh no, he's one of Lu Bu's. I was going to say, I thought he might be one of mine. He's Lu Bu's. He's governor of Jiangjia. Rank 2. He is currently actually leading an attack unit against Ma Teng. So he's part of this big push to destroy Ma Teng. He's got a lot more bravery than anything else, which makes sense because both stats are arranged. And yeah, he's going to be part of the final battle. And I need to start moving faster if there's nothing special to say. Sun Jason's next. That is a portrait that I recognize. Although, oddly enough, we didn't end up in his circle of friends. But he is one of mine. He's now the governor of Wu. So, being governor of Wu is kind of a mixed blessing. It is a far, far away city from the final battles we'll be having. But he's rank 2, so he must be doing pretty well. I got him on the march. He's one of those guys who, if he arrives in time, he might be part of the mop-up. Negative duty record, because I believe we took him away from Sun Xuan, but I don't remember that for sure. No, his apply is 16. So again, I don't understand the duty record. I guess, well, next time I'm playing through, I'll have to pay close attention to what gets you duty points, what gets you merits, what gets you bravery and aptitude. I think it's completing your monthly assignments, or the force district assignments. But anyway, rank 2 officer is pretty high up there. Sun Zero is next. Name is not really... Oh yeah, of course, Sun Zero. I do remember her now. I thought she had an awesome presence. I think she was working for Cao Cao despite her name. Or no, maybe she was with Sun Xuan. 6 years. That would be Sun Xuan's force. The Cao Cao people all show apply of 5, pretty much. Thousand Slayer, very much a war officer build. Only rank 4, which means that she wasn't getting that much merit under Sun Xuan, and she hasn't moved up too high under us. But she's one of mine, and I got her... she's a normal officer, though. She does not have any special title. And she's marching out to... she's marching out with Lu Duo Wuya's unit, so... She has not moved up quite as quickly as, say, Lu Duo Wuya, who she's serving with. So you can think of them as, like, 2 ladies out there, sisters be doing it for themselves. More bravery than aptitude, but her duty is positive despite if you switch sides. So that thing I said about switching sides affecting your duty, that has nothing to do with it. I don't know what it is that drives your duty score up and down. Titus Austin, we all remember him from his awesome portrait. Although, actually, no, let's look at Shang Jiang real quick, as we move past the Suns. So Sun Shang Jiang, she has a friendship with San Lang. No, I'm sorry, the siblings. So Sun Lang, Sun Yi, and Sun Xuan are her brothers. She's got a 70, she got 70 back and forth with them, even though historically she wasn't crazy about Sun Xuan sometimes. Her mother, Wu Goutai, is still alive, and they have 100 rapport. And, of course, she's married to JG Mystery. Daughter of Sun Jian, she was also younger sister of both Sun Tzu and Sun Xuan. A tomboy, she took interest in the martial arts from a young age. When she later became Liu Bing's wife, it's said that her ladies-in-waiting were constantly outside her room dressed in full armor. I don't know how you switch... she's got, like, crazy warrior chick portrait, too. They switch depending on whether she's in battle or... chillaxin. But her archenemy is Huang Zu, because Huang Zu killed Sun Jin, although Huang Zu is dead, so I guess that stays. She has a title of lieutenant, which is interesting, because I didn't give her a title that I know of. And she's at rank 6. So she's actually gaining... She, Zhenji, and Yue Ying are gaining... they're moving up fairly quickly because of... you know, being associated with me, but she hasn't been associated with me long enough to keep up with some of the created officers. And, of course, she's younger than most of them. She's only 21, which really makes you realize that JG Mystery is a dirty old man. He is 30. Oh, actually, I'm not as old as I thought I was. So I got some people that I was saying, oh, he's a really young officer. I was really confused about what the start date was for this thing. JG Mystery is only 30. He's not as far out of Shang Jiang's age range as I thought he was. He's currently working on Request Big Drinker, but he will not be able to finish that before the game is over. And, what was I here looking at? Oh, my archenemy is Huang Zhang. Okay. So, the fact that Huang Zhang and, for you, I think it was Huang Zhu, those guys being dead does not stop them from being your archenemy. Interesting. I did not mean to do that. Oh well. Getting back to it, Titus Austin was next when I got distracted by Shang Jiang. Let's look at Zhenji, just so we'll be done looking at those. At the wives, because we already looked at Yue Yang. Zhenji, she probably has the highest rank of my wives, because she's been around in the Force for a while. She has not developed a friendship with any of them. Yeah, she's rank 3. She could probably... She couldn't be a viceroy, but she could definitely be a governor. She doesn't have a title, though. And she has negative duty score. So, just curious. That's it. Ah, damn it. I'm also curious as to their ages now. She is 32, so she's a year older than JG Mystery. She was 21, I think. She should be even younger. No, 28. Okay. I guess what I underestimated is just how much older Liu Bei is than Shang Zhang, and that was a thing. I'm not gonna bother to look up Liu Bei's age, but he was way too old for Shang Zhang by modern standards. Titus Austin, because for fuck's sake, I'm supposed to be getting on with this. Let's get on with it. Hey guys, I just proved I'm obsessed with Grimmeth. Titus does not have. His father jacked his girlfriend Yuna not showing up here. Nor is his Fox show where his dad was like vaguely mean to him and he and his brother worked on cars or whatever. Remember that show, Titus? No? Okay. He is the war minister for his local community. That sounds so horrible. He's rank 1. How the hell does he have all these guys? Wait a minute, 59,000? I think 60,000 might be the max. I think that's, got a ton of aptitude. He's got a good amount of bravery. His deeds are through the roof. I think 60,000 might be the highest deeds. Because I think that's where mine capped. Yeah, Titus Austin is about to cap out the deeds he can do, and yet he's not a governor. Oh man, he's got every right to be pissed. Well, he doesn't do it for the glory, folks. He does it because he believes in Lu Bu, the psychopath, deserves to be empire over the land. Anyway, Tedestro is next. I think he's working for Ma Teng and is about to get stomped. Yeah, he is a governor under Ma Teng. That is not Tedestro. What the hell? So, like anybody, these people who've been working in the same force for a long time seem to, in the same city without getting moved around, build rapport. So I think the reason our AI officers have such poor rapport with everybody else is that Lu Bu is like moving people around constantly. But he's gotten close with Ma Dai, Yang Ji, Yang Fu, and Ma Ti. He's mighty. He lets it all hang out. He's a brick house. But that's Tedestro, not Ma Ti we're talking about here. He likes false information. He's been with Ma Teng's force from the beginning. He is at rank 1. He is probably the highest ranking, because I don't think Lizard Lord was at rank 1. He is of the Lizard Lord. Hang your lizard head in shame. Tedestro has risen faster and higher than you. He is the governor of Tian Shui. And 50,000 deeds. He's got a bunch of bravery and aptitude and everything, and he is currently not on the march because Ma Ti is not going to march out his troops until he needs to, although he really needs to. Floating around out there are also Ma Zhang, Zhao Fan, and Qin Mi, who's again trying to figure out which force he should dedicate himself to. You want to join Lu Bu's force like yesterday, buddy. The Zax is next. He's managed to, like, avoid detection throughout this LP. He's been floating around, just not really being seen too much, despite having a rank of 2. He's one of these guys. He ended up in Lu Bu's... Oh, damn it. I didn't grab him when I had the chance. The Zax, come on. Now he's floating over here. I don't know why he's over here now, but... So he's a domestic minister. He's at rank 2, but he's in Lu Bu's force, so we just haven't seen much of him. He's in Storm Andrew's unit now. He's been with us this whole time. He's built up a lot of bravery. About half that much aptitude. He's risen up to a high rank in the force, but is still the domestic minister rather than actual... being in charge. But it's down to Lu Bu, buddy. I got no control over it. Getting really close to the end now. Uncle Draki will be next. Come on, Uncle Draki, where you at, man? There he is. He's got that awesome portrait. Fortunately, his chunky body hasn't made him many friends. Aww. Not even Fat John. But he's at rank 2. He's currently leading his own assault unit. And he's in Lu Bu's group. That's one reason we haven't seen much of him. I would have used... Somebody with this portrait, I would have been using him all the time. You know I would. But he's got mostly bravery stuff. He's basically a military officer under Lu Bu, and he's on the march now to fight a big-ass battle against Ma Teng. We wish him the best of luck. Now it's on to Vulture Clan. Vulture Hazel has never actually appeared, and I do not believe the LP will last long enough for the Vulture Hazel character to pop up. But Vulture Bean and Vulture Bobo have shown their skill. So Vulture Bean has formed a level 2 best friends link with JG Mystery. She's formed a friendship with Lita's grandma, as I said before, based on hilarious pie jokes, and she is married to Vulture Bobo. She is in my district. She is the governor of Luoyang, so she is basically in charge of one of the twin capitals of Cao Cao's old empire. So that's pretty good. She was hanging around with me as domestic minister for a long time. Cry of justice. She was, yeah, she's a big part of my success, and she had been like an enemy of mine at councils for a long time before we finally developed enough friendship that she started going along with whatever I said. But she was really useful, and one of the reasons she's so high ranked, she is about to max out her deeds. But it's because she'd been part of JG's, like, you know, kind of entourage, and that I was assigning her these, like, you know, difficult, like, you know, I want high results kind of domestic stuff. Instead of just asking you get 20 commerce, I ask you for 60 or 80, because those give the deed boosts. So now she is, like, very close to maxing out her rank. She does not have a title. It's kind of strange. She probably would have been... Someone with these stats would have been treated... Or with those merits might have been treated more generously by Lu Bu, giving her a title and stuff. But at the same time, she probably wouldn't have gotten those kind of merits under Lu Bu's leadership. So, you see a little bit of bravery, good duty, but mostly it's about aptitude with her, because she's been like really good at building up cities. And jump straight to Vulture Bobo, which is convenient. Vulture Bobo has a much more complicated family tree. He obviously is married to Bean and now has a sworn brotherhood with myself and Lu Bu, but he's been sticking around in Lu Bu's inner circle, so he's got connections with a totally different set of officers. He's got Futong. Zhu Shu somehow got in there. Lord Adam is connected to Vulture Bobo via Lu Bu. Got Jiao Chan. He's got a friendship with Jiao Chan. They've got a level 1 friends bond. Jiao Chan and I never got that far because I couldn't win a duel. Kuiyan, Jihao En, he's useless. If he's who I think he is. I might be confusing him with a different Jihao character. Sha Mok is in there because of friendship with me. Tian Yin Qi. Here's an interesting one. Heian. Wukan. But here's the one I'm interested in. Huang Yue Ying now has a friendship with Bobo, but Bobo has no friendship or knowledge, apparently, of Zhenji or Shangzhang, whom I married. So, that's weird. And he's friends with Yunjiba. And floating around out here also is Fat John, who's got a higher rapport with him than some of these characters, so I don't know why they're placed quite the way they're placed. But yeah, Bobo's got an interesting little pattern that formed on his thingy. He's the war god. He's at rank 2. His deeds are behind Vulture Beans, but they're still very, very high. He is in Lu Bu's unit. He's another of these characters who is very high ranked, but he doesn't get to command his own unit because Lu Bu keeps him kind of close to the vest, I guess. But he's personable, and he doesn't like alcohol, but he likes everything else. He's got twice the bravery stuff that he's got aptitude, but he's got very high duty. He is bearded warrior man. And, yeah, he's had a pretty impressive career. I believe his rank is high enough that if Lu Bu wanted to do it, Vulture Bobo and a couple of other characters are high enough rank that they could be viceroys. But again, 5,000 ceiling, not that many people are close to that for any one of these areas. And then 60,000, a lot of people are close to. These ones, not as much. And then I don't know anyone else who has 3 hot wives, so... Just bragging on my own character. Idiot. Vulture Hazel not showing up yet, so let's move on to Wan Long. Oh, I think I saw the character I was... There he is. Zhang Zhao. He was the guy I was talking about earlier. He's kind of an enemy of Zhou Yu's. Like, he's a political enemy. Very good officer for Wu. Would have very high deeds and merits and stuff. But if you're Zhou Yu, he would be a political enemy. I was trying to explain the political enemies who are good for the Force, but bad for you personally and your desires. And that would be Zhang Zhao to Zhou Yun. And in a way, like Fang Xiao and a couple of other characters have been that guy for me. There's another one coming up. We'll see him in a moment. Zhang Shu, is she the one? I'm sorry, I know I'm wasting time here. Is she the one who they put in the Dynasty Warriors as like, she hates Ma Teng? The wife of Sima Yi. Oh no, never mind. She's, that's who she is. I don't know why she's carrying a knife there. I don't think she ever threatened to stab anybody. She threatened to starve herself at one point. She's a fun character in Dynasty Warriors, actually, but, alright, so Wan Long. Wang... Oh, Wan, not Wang. That's why he hasn't shown up yet. Here he is. Interesting portrait this guy has. He's got some people who are a little closer to him than usual, like Zhao Fan and Ma Zhong, but hasn't really kind of been able to get that many close rapports going. He's at rank 2. He's close to 50k in deeds. He's one of Lu Bu's guys, governor of Longye. No telling how long he's been doing that. He's been with our force for forever. And he's mostly got bravery deeds. So yeah, that's another Jenny Craig success story. He's up at, you know, if you're at like rank 3 or above, you gotta think that your character is doing pretty good in the new order under Lu Bu. Wen Bu would be next. Another one of these characters we didn't see that much of, although he's formed a friendship with Zhu Ling in Chengdu, even though he's in Puyang. He's in my district, so I feel bad that I didn't get to see more of him, but he's a military minister. He's been with us, it looks like he's been with us since Cao Cao time, so we either hired him from Cao Cao or Sun Quan, and that's probably why I didn't use him too much. I probably moved him to some place to be... because I already had my little contingent of people organized. But he's at rank 5, and he's leading an attack, and he's part of Wen Hui's unit. And mostly bravery scores. He has a positive duty record, so again, that duty record doesn't have anything to do with when you joined your force you're with. I just don't understand exactly what it is. But yeah, he was one of the guys I think was with Cao Cao when we took Cao Cao's force over. And is... continuing to work his way up in the new order of Lu Bu. Yan Sammy. Here's the worst character in the game. Although he's not as bad in this as he has been in some other ones. But, Yan Ru has an awesome portrait. There's Yan Sammy. He's the governor of Hainai. He's leading an assault unit right now. He's at rank 3. So I think I recognized his name and knew he was a created officer and made him governor, but he has never really been part of one of the guys who's like JG Mystery's personally been using it. He must have been a Sun Quan officer, but he's got really good domestic skills, so I'm sure he's done very well for the city of Hainai. And he's probably been in charge of that city for a while, but maybe only recently. I don't know. But at rank 3, again, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of people up at rank 2, and even a couple people at rank 1, but if you make it to rank 3, I think you've done pretty good. Yang Xiao, he's the guy I was thinking of. I see his portrait, and I'm like, oh, I guess somebody's about to disagree with me at council. He just keeps popping up to oppose everything I said. Oh, Yuan Shu is still alive? Wow. Oh, yeah, well, I want to check this out. I'm sorry. He's still got a rapport with Yuan Yin. I think that's like his son, actually. I'm not 100% sure. He's formed a friendship with Lu Bu, and Lord Adams still remembers his old lord. He is at rank 3. He is 59 years old. He has been with us since his force fell. He didn't take that long to decide he was going to join us. Which makes sense for Yuan Shu, actually. He's kind of a treacherous bastard. Overthrown for misrule. But, yeah, interesting. Rank 3, a war minister. Huh. Alright, back to what we're actually trying to do, though, which is finish this thing off. Yang Jiao is the guy who's always disagreeing with us at council. And, he's formed a good friendship with Fat John, and though eventually we and Fat John became friends, we never got any kind of rapport going with Yang Jiao. He just doesn't like us. He's a young fella. He was another one. Yeah, I got him confused. There's another guy who was 41 years old. I'm not remembering your name now, but Sun Zero maybe, or maybe it's Pingguo. It's Pingguo. Yeah, I got you and Yang Jiao confused. Yang Jiao was the guy who was a little bit younger, and I wasn't sure he was going to show up in the LP at all. But he did, and he's part of Lu Bu's force and is marching with Storm Andrews' unit to attack. Rank 2, 45,000 deeds. Good split of bravery and aptitude, mostly bravery. And yeah, just a guy who seems to exist to go to council and recommend. Like, he didn't usually make his own recommendations. He would just always vote against us. And I guess that's why I almost wish he was rank 1, so he'd be forced to make his own recommendations instead of just shitting on whatever we wanted to. Yun Jiba is next. Almost done, folks. Almost done. This kick-ass portrait doesn't seem to have gained him any close associates, though. He's been with us from the beginning. He's been in Lu Bu's district, so we haven't seen that much of him. But he's at rank 1, so he is ahead of some other people in Lu Bu's district. He is leading his own unit. The Yunjiba unit is on the attack. And considering his rank, I'm sure he can command a lot of troops. 17,500 troops. Yikes. Mostly bravery stuff, some honor or aptitude. 100 leader, 100 war, rank of 1, which means he can have that many troops. You do not want 17,500 troops under a guy with 100 leader and 100 war coming at you. But that is exactly what Ma Teng has right now. No title, though. Last, believe it or not, is Zhao Shi. There's the creepy old man. Zhao Shi, age 60, sexy 69, only rank 3. Too busy being creepy to climb all the way up to rank 1 at his age. Only been with us for 7 years, so I think he must have been like a... He must have been with Shi Ji, or no, he must have been with Liu Biao, because I think I put him in charge of one of Liu Biao's cities, and I don't know if I didn't give him enough good officers or what, but I put him in charge of a city that really didn't grow that well. Now that I look at his governance score, that was not his expertise. But he is the governor of Ji under Lu Bu now. And, or no, I don't know. Somehow I remember being given the option to order him to do stuff. Like I was trying to build up Ling Ling, I think. It's all a blur. But either way, he's got a decent bravery record and a shitty revere, or aptitude record, so I guess he wasn't really the best domestic officer. I shouldn't have been that shocked if he was put in charge of a city that wasn't one that was able to build up very quickly. But he's still at rank 3. He's still not someone to be trifled with in a military encounter. And he is currently farming in G, which, you know, 69. Maybe you don't want him leading troops. I'm just saying. And that was Zhao Shi. My voice is starting to go here. That was the last of the officers. So, what we could do here is sort by... I'd love to do like a second sort. Sort the Ma Teng officers. Maybe there's a way I could do this. All forces, current force. Officers only. Okay, here we go. Officers for this force only. And I want to sort them by... merit. Rank. So you got Ma Teng is the ruler of his own force with Huan Sui, Cheng Yi, Cheng Gong Ying, Ma Chao, Pang De, all at rank 1 for him, and Yang Kui and Ma Yun Lu. So these are mostly all members of the... You got Han Sui, you got the Cheng guys. But yeah, you got a lot of Ma's in here. Tedestro is at rank 1. Yue Yi, Tian Wen. I'm looking for our created characters now. Then you get into rank 2. So you got quite a few rank 1 guys. Then you get into rank 2. Mati is down here. And I think Lizard Lord is down there. And Q Little. So Q Little and Lizard Lord are rank 2. And Tedestro made it to rank 1. Yan Yan is rank 2 because he got hired away from Liu. And poor Guan Yu's only rank 4. Wow. But you got some guys who got hired away from Liu Zhang when Liu Zhang's force fell. And you do have people going like Mi Shi has just... She is never going to give up her hatred of Lu Bu, even though Liu Bei at this point has let it go. But they've got some rank 7 guys, but it seems like they had a lot of rank 1 and rank 2 guys. And then in the Lu Bu force... If you do the officers and then by rank, you got Emperor Lu Bu. Then at rank 1, and there doesn't seem to be any... Okay, let's do it by merit then, because they were not breaking it out. Cheng Kun and I are both tied at 60,000 merit. He has been with the Force 2 years longer than I have. And somehow I'm only city ranking of 2. I've got significantly more presence than he's got, though. Then you got Zhang Liao is like 4 merits away. You got Titus Austin is less than 100 merits away. Vulture Bean, Changong. So Vulture Bean is ahead of Changong. If only Vulture Bean had followed behind my strategies. Zhang Fei, Ping Guo is right up there. Shaman Si, Earl King, Fang Jiao. So these people are like ministers, but they don't have as many deeds as some of the people above. Yun Juba, Ludo Wuya, Fat John. It's an actual historical officer, I think. Manly McBeefington. Now we're getting into the rank 2 guys. But yeah, at rank 1, all those people are kind of the top of the line for him. And Lu Bu down there at the bottom. But I think it's nice that at least Cheng Kun, Zhang Liao, and Cheng Gong are all in here with the created officers, preventing it from being totally ridiculous. Anyway, folks, that took a while, and I am anxious to be done with it. Hour 45, so I'm probably going to break it up into 3 slightly over-length videos. And I didn't really get a chance during this sit-down to actually finish the game. So the next time I record the game, I want to give myself enough time to actually finish off Ma Teng. We'll see, folks. We'll see. I'm the Mysterious JG. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time, as we launch the final attack to destroy Ma Teng. I'm hoping I can march a unit out of Chang'an led by JG Mystery with all 3 of my wives and Jihao Yuan and Jushu all commanding units. That would be fun. We'll have to see. I would love to see Shang Zhang in some duels, although I'd be terrified of losing her at this point. But yeah, we'll see what happens, folks.